Well, welcome online. This is Craig Turner at Sylvania Tradies Hockey Park. We're here for the Sutherland versus Moorebank PL2 game. That's heading off in about 5 minutes. And great encounter we've got ahead of us. So just as a bit of a preview here for the two teams, Sutherland come into the game in 7th position. Four wins, 1 draw and 7 losses, their season story so far. They're on 13 points, in 7th position on the competition table, and unfortunately 9 points behind 6th place Northern District, so they'll struggle from there to make the finals. Might be mathematically possible, but it'll be difficult. Moorebank, on the other hand, have had a excellent run through the season. They're in 2nd spot, 9 wins, 1 draw and 2 losses on 28 points. 6 points behind University of New South Wales, who topped the table in the Pilgrim Cup. So, on paper, the result is pretty clear. Moorebank go into this game raging hot favourites. And Moorebank did have the advantage earlier in the season in the first encounter between these two teams. Moorebank defeated Sutherland 2-0. But Sutherland always saves something special for the home game. And they'll be looking to produce a little bit of an upset here, see if they can rattle Moorebank's run to the finals. Certainly it would lift their confidence and their supporters if they can put a good performance on the field today. So weather conditions are obviously a little difficult. It's not currently a downpour at the moment. There's a bit of scattered water hanging around. More importantly, there is a little bit of water on the eastern side of the pitch. So it's been a lot worse earlier in the day, but there's still a bit of water there on the pitch, which will disrupt the balls being passed through there. So players will need to be careful they don't let the ball, find the ball stopping before it gets to them. But that's just part of playing in this. It's still a hell of a lot better playing on a muddy grass field back in the vintage days. In fact, you could argue it's pretty good playing conditions. The field, the ball will run flat and through. This may hold up a little when it goes through those wet patches. So teams have been called into the dugouts. They're just organising themselves to get on the pitch. We should be away in a couple of minutes. I hope those on the stream will be able to stay with us for the PL1 game to follow. That should be a ripper. But we've got the PL2 game in front of us, and two teams who will both know that they can't take the opposition for granted in any way, shape or form. This will be a competitive game, I expect, right from the outset. Teams coming onto the pitch. They're just seconds away from a start here. So I'll say conditions are improving, and that'll be true until they get worse, which they probably will at some stage during the afternoon. Although these guys will be hoping to get out of without a downpour. Tom McCann, Wade Tonham with the ball there. Brendan Horner took it off him and almost put Vassallo under a lot of pressure in the goal. So that's an example of the ball sort of sticking, and players have got to watch that. Ball doesn't run quick. So turnover, good pressure on the tackle there from Oliver Turner, and Moorebank have chucked it over the sideline. So Sutherland win the possession from the restart. Tonner sends it long, but only finds number 2, who's not on my list. Matt Bannerman chasing that ball to the back line. So Marjeev trying to get that ball down the sideline, but his pass was picked off. So Moorebank with the ball. Inside the 25, carries at the circle. Tonner tries to hold him up. Adam Khan. He almost got dispossessed there. Tonner again with the overhead, which didn't get a lot of traction on. Ian McClung out for Sutherland this weekend. Oliver Turner almost losing out there, but stick check on him. Marjeev, Aidan Taylor, and his pass to Oliver Bollard, not well directed. Oliver McCann did well there. Bannerman sends it long. Horner again. Wrestled the ball into a shooting position, but Vassallo got out quickly to him and blocked the shot. Bollard, long ball through, looking for Olsen, but Robbie Green was alert to that, got forward to the ball, and in the old language, first to the ball is in control. Adam Khan under pressure there. Good control with 3 on him. Finds Oliver Turner. He's looking up. Sends the ball through to Isaac Olsen. Olsen still on the ball. Then Southwell blocked him. Tully Johnson and Cooper Holmes trying to combine there. Darcy Cast keeps the ball. Sends it long. Finds Olsen. Cast with the ball. Moorebank not... was blowing. I thought he was signalling not 5, but I actually didn't hear him blow a penalty, so I'm not sure, given it had to be a deliberate infringement outside the D, to be given a penalty corner. It's getting a bit blustery now. Sutherland with the first penalty corner for the game. Cast with the strike, he got good connection with the ball. I think it was Darcy Ryder. First runner, he got there close enough to put him off his line. So first chance for the set from the set play to Sutherland. Got the ball away from the top of the D, but not well directed. So Robbie Green brings it out of the 25. Looks long. Mason Neal now on the ball. Looks forward, finds Olsen, now Turner. McCowan. Cast gets the free hit. McCowan out wide. Just lobs it a little far. And Robbie Green was there to latch onto it, and a very neat disposal from him down the left. Brendan Horner again. Looks infield. Had Tully Johnson leading through. Ball was just a yard or yard and a half too far in front. But good counter-attack from Moorebank down the left there. Aidan Taylor. Tom McCowan didn't trap well there, turned it over. Horner again, finds McGregor on the back line. Oh, good little tackle there from Tonner. And all off. Moorebank stick over the back line. Darcy Cast trying to get the ball infield between Khan and Olsen, but blocked. Cast into Oliver Turner. He's got Taylor out wide. Taylor again. That one didn't get past Julius. McCowan. Cast out wide, well positioned, into the D. And his pass across. All the right ideas just didn't go to a blue stick. Robbie Green immediately tries to send it long, but Sutherland pick it off. Julius drops it back to Green. Moorebank working it down that right sideline. Nate Fields down there. Loses out to Tonner. Now through Turner again. Darcy Cast out wide to the right. Overhead into the midfield, had two Moorebank players behind it, so really didn't clear the Moorebank defence at all. Braganza with that good play. Now Moorebank in on the D, and another, just a repeat of the Sutherland attack a little while ago. Good work along the back line, then the pass back through the top of the circle went to no one. Or at least no one in red and blue. Robbie Green. Sutherland just holding at the halfway. Tonner. On the ball, McCowan drops back. Goes to Mudgee out wide. Jaden Mayer. Cast into Mayor Turner. We hit. Fuller. Long overhead, but Taylor takes that comfortably for Sutherland. That was a good pick by him. Fuller out wide. Good intercept, finds Mason Neal. That's good possession from Sutherland. They'll switch the ball to the right if they can. McCowan out to Cast. And through to Jaden Mayer. So good possession through the midfield from Sutherland. Green, another long overhead. Good pick up by Soho Majiv there. Now Fuller drops it back to Tonner. He's looking for support. Good, lovely little elimination down the left. Fuller now with the ball. Sends the ball across to McCowan. So Cooper Holmes was up there on the back line. That ball almost found him in a very dangerous position. There's a stick obstruction from there. So Moorebank again going the overhead. Isaac Braganza receiving that ball deep in Sutherland's attack. Bryn Fuller carrying the ball forward at speed. He's got Olsen infield, but not well directed, at least not to a blue stick. Craig Whitehall with that long overhead finds Braganza, but Wade Tonner able to deal with that. Mason Neal sends the ball into Taylor, but behind him, not a good position for a tackle. And Vassallo appropriately lets that ball run over the back line. So it's been a pretty even quarter so far. Both sides with opportunities in attack. Both sides making plenty of use of the overhead, given the heavy pitch. Green sends it back to Southwell. Also wasn't far from intercepting that one. Green, his pass is intercepted, but not controlled. In the end, Sutherland did a good job of breaking that down. Didn't allow Moorebank to get in behind their front line. A long ball out wide. Horner on it. Sends it across. Vassallo forced to kick. And in the end, ball only found Aidan Taylor's feet. And a first penalty corner to Moorebank in the final minutes of this first quarter. So Sam McGregor injector. Looks like Moorebank have two batteries at the top. Matt Bannerman on the left and Brandon Horner on the right. So it comes to Horner. Gets good purchase on that one. and the umpire's blown that. I think he's blown that lifted dangerously. Tonner sends it wide to Khan. Back into the centre was a dangerous pass. But, Cooper Holmes didn't control well. The danger was passed for Sutherland. Now Taylor. Sorry, Bryn Fuller. Back to Taylor. Fuller again. Natefield sends it through off the Sutherland stick, so restart from the 25 to Moorebank. Oliver Turner comes away. And the umpire says that was back of the stick. Cooper Holmes with the quick shot there. Salo saved with his left kicker. Bannerman on the back line trying to squeeze it back towards Braganza. And off the Moorebank feet. So end of first quarter. Teams go in for a quick breather at 0-0, and we'll be back in a minute or so with the second quarter. So teams coming back onto the pitch, second quarter. Weather conditions and pitch conditions much as they were at the start of the game. The message there is no further deterioration. It's not great, particularly on the eastern side of the pitch. McCowan can't. So Oliver Bollard now sends the ball down the left, finds Adam Khan. Good stick work from him, but there was no Sutherland player there at all. Really needs to get a better idea of that pass. So Moorebank, Southwell now with the ball. Back to Robbie Green. Sutherland trying to keep it trapped in here. Bannerman. Southwell, Braganza, Oliver Bollard got his stick in, disrupted that. Southall back to green. And over the back line there. Frustrating when that final pass doesn't stick after some good build-up work. Tonner with the overhead out wide to Cast. Not able to control. So Moorebank have it from the sideline. Southall back to green. Looks right. Back to the centre. Johnson. And I think the umpire blew him for a bit of back of the stick with his slide pass. And Khan getting inside the 5 there. Sohan Maji with that ball out to Neil. Cast. It's past Bannerman. Good pass infield to Turner. Enables him to open up the left side of the field. Back into Turner. Braganza picks that ball off Cast. And McGregor with the error out there on the right. Ball down the sideline there, and Aidan Taylor with a bit much body work on Nathan Julius. So concedes the possession. So Moorebank back in possession inside their half. Southwell. Robbie Green overlapping, so here's the chance for Southern with Green well up the field. They need to get that ball forward. Turner wins it. He's got Olsen in front, finds him, and Olsen just lifts that ball into the body. So it's an unfortunate turnover with Sutherland in good attacking position now. Moorebank are in, and Taylor just blocks that one. So the heavy pitch affecting a bit of the passing here. I think certainly that last one from McGregor was affected. Adam Card finds Mason Neal in front of the goalkeeper. And in hindsight, should have taken the shot, but laid the ball off, trying to find Oliver Bollard streaming through. But in the end, Moorebank were able to clear, but not without lifting the ball into the oncoming player. So they've conceded the penalty corner. But a super opportunity, the best of the game there for Mason Neal. Received that ball high, super pass. Crossfield pass just outside the D, found Neal unopposed. Just the goalkeeper to beat. And just wasn't able to put it away, but Sutherland have the penalty corner. And we'll try and make amends here. Darcy Cast on the left. Comes to him. Lays it off. Isaac Olsen. And the umpire said Olsen has reversed into the defender and blocked him. So penalty against Sutherland. Opportunity lost there for Sutherland. Didn't get the shot away. McCowan working hard. But Nate Fields working just as hard. One out. Horner. Oliver Turner able to pick up that pass. McGregor down the back to Horner. Sorry, to Julius. Tonner. Out to Mavji. Oh, that's a good tackle from Tonner. Nate Fields was pressing there and his pass intercepted. This ball is off Moorebank, so they're trying to keep it in. And Robbie Green has it now with Olsen in front. Darcy Cast able to intercept now with Turner. Good strength on the ball there. Under pressure from Holmes. It's a free hit. Darcy Cast will take it now with McCowan. Avji. Adam Khan. And ball onto his feet. Now Robbie Green comes back to the left. Southwell. Moorebank send that across the field. They've certainly shown a preference for attacking through the right. Oh, that's a lovely ball across. McGregor with that ball. Looking for Horner at the top, just in behind him. Tonner. It's good overhead. Finds Jaden Mayer out wide. He wasn't able to control, but he got over the midfield with that pass, so that was effective. Now with Green. Shorter this time. Craig Whitehall. Oliver Turner. That's not well directed. He was looking for Mayer to lead onto that, but too far away. Adam Khan has the ball on the back line. Did he find the foot? He did. So Ben Southwell's foot there, just a little poke. The ball onto the feet. And another penalty corner for Sutherland. Their second of this quarter. So Sutherland applying some pressure in on the Moorebank D. They need to convert one of these opportunities. It's their third from the penalty corner spot. Last one they got the shot away, but not directed between the posts. Need to put it all together here and see if they can get themselves on the board and in front. So Oliver Tove, the injector. Darcy Cast again. This time he comes to the goalkeeper's right. And again outside the post. So that's two corners that haven't required a save from the Moorebank defence. Johnson with the long ball through, but Aidan Taylor able to beat Nate Fields to the ball. So that defence, that attack broken down. Taylor into Turner. That's a good play there. He had Darcy Cast in his sights, but just a yard off was enough for the ball to go over the sideline. Mason Neal. Turner inside, finds him. Look wide to the right. Gone straight. Finds Olsen there. And just not able to maintain his balance under pretty severe pressure from Tom David in goals. Johnson. Through to McGregor. Taylor breaks that down. Now with Bryn Fuller. And Sutherland come away again through Mason Neal. Drops it back to McCowan. And his pass out wide finds Jaden Mayer. It's looking dangerous. He's looks for Turner in field, but Horner got in the way. Cooper Holmes now with the ball. Horner. And with a little bit of a deflection, Craig Whitehall with the ball out wide, sends it into the D, but no one able to get onto the end of it for Moorebank. Cast finds Turner in field, and he sends it out to Fuller. Isaac Olsen, just with Whitehall to beat, gets in the D, sends it across, but Tom David does a good job there in blocking it. He had, I think it was Adam Khan in behind. Tonner out to FG. Good little jink through there through Cooper Holmes, but didn't do enough to get it back. But now Cast with the ball. Southwell with a good tackle. Horner sends it long. That's a really good intercept up high from Mavji Taylor into Bollard. Fuller. Sutherland retain it from the side. Sutherland looking good on the ball in this quarter. They've put good pressure on Moorebank's D. Won a few penalty corners, but just not had a composure to convert. Tonner. That's a good ball down the sideline. Mayer should have done a bit more to get to that. And Moorebank back in possession. Horner. Long ball down the sideline. Finds Robbie Green way up high. And a return ball to him finds his feet. So Green up high, trying to put a little bit more momentum into the Moorebank attack. Horner. Moorebank sort of playing with the ball a bit in the back and almost exposed it to Sutherland strikers. Got the ball back now, but a little bit flighty. Oh, that's a lovely ball to the top of the D. Julius. Tonner holds him out. But unfortunately for Sutherland, they've knocked the ball away after the whistle, and that's cost them a penalty corner. So with a minute and a half to go, Moorebank get their second of the match and first of this quarter. Wouldn't this be a telling goal if they can put this one away? End of the second quarter. Moorebank have really been defending predominantly this second quarter under a lot of pressure from Sutherland's attack. They've got a chance here to put that behind them and get in front on the scoreboard. See how they go. Bannerman didn't get onto that, and Tonner made the half a trap, almost caused Vassallo a lot of problems. So that was second umpire advised on that decision. I think there was he found a foot in Sutherland's defence, so a second corner to Moorebank. Bannerman again the target, but that one not trapped. Came out pretty hard. Khan with the ball, looking long. Finds Mason Neal. Jaden Mayer is his target, but too many Moorebank defenders there, including Robbie Green, who got onto it. So Moorebank survived the counter-attack, and at half-time, still at 0-0. We'll be back in 5 minutes with the second half. So teams coming back on the field. Second half ahead of us. 0-all the score. After a fairly even first quarter in terms of on-field possession and play. I felt that Sutherland perhaps were looking like they're getting a bit on top in terms of attacks and attacking opportunities, but not able to capitalise with the opportunities they had. So this game's still up for grabs. Southwell with the ball down the left side. Braganza out wide looking for McGregor. Finds Darcy River. Ryder. Braganza again. Taylor comes away now. Adam Khan. So Sutherland had to work hard to survive that initial attack. And Taylor sends it down the sideline. Discretion the better part of Valor there. He did look infield, but it didn't look good. So took the overhead down the sideline. Moorebank back in possession, but well outside their half. Green with the ball on the left sideline. Not many opportunities, and Tonner comes forward and intercepts that into Turner in the centre. And with a few opportunities, took the worst of all. Bannerman not much better, so Turner again has Olsen ahead, and just a mistrap there. Khan, ball along the back line. Push that one too far. Turner now with the ball. Good intercept. Again looking for Olsen. So Sutherland had Moorebank under real pressure there. Moorebank now trying to work it out. And Darcy Cast wins the penalty. So Sutherland keep the ball in attack. Back to McCowan. And Taylor behind him. Mavji out to the left. Good little dink through to Bollard, but McCowan now with the ball. Khan. And that's a really good tackle from Southwell. Turner wins that one. Gets the ball on Bannerman's foot, so good little poke tackle there. Ball through to Khan. Good ball. Good pressure from Green on that shot. Taylor now. And Tonner streaming back. Horner on the ball. Carrying it forward strongly. Tonner stays in the contest. Good job by Horner. Matt Bannerman with the opportunity with the shot. He was in a bit of space, but moving away from the goal and got right under it. Sent the ball high over the goals. Tonner. Mavji through to Cast. Braganza did well there to come back. Horner now on the back line and gets a stick check from McCowan in the process of making that pass. So good control under pressure there from Horner, and he wins Moorebank a penalty corner for this first of the quarter. So good work in defence there from Sutherland. Held that corner off. Southwell now with the ball from the 25. Sends it wide, looking for Johnson. Not able to trap, so Oliver Bollard with the ball from the corner, and a good long overhead there towards the halfway, but Sutherland not able to get to it first. Southwell again, gets past Bollard. Bollard comes again and gets his stick in. That's a good ball through to Khan. And they need to work this one out of this corner, Taylor. And needed to do a bit more precision with that pass. Horner carrying the ball infield. McCowan gets onto it and carries it outside over the 25. Green. Sorry, that was McGregor. McCowan putting the pressure on Cooper Holmes there. Both in the end, both missed the ball. Tonna trying to get an overhead out to Bollard, but Bannerman with an intercept. Now with Holmes again. Tonna to Taylor. Finds Bollard. And he doesn't trap the ball inside the field. Moorebank with the pressure here. Sutherland not able to maintain possession and control of the ball. Too many turnovers. And they just keep coming back under pressure. Spending a good part of this game inside their 25. That's a fairly sloppy tackle from Oliver Bollard. A fairly straightforward shoulder contact first. And an easy decision for the umpire. Another penalty corner to Moorebank. So a sloppy attempt at a tackle outside the circle has cost Sutherland a penalty corner and given Moorebank an opportunity to convert here. Horner. And Vassallo got his pad to it, but not enough. Ball has gone off his left pad into the right corner of the goal. So Moorebank, having won that penalty corner, taken full advantage and now have the first goal of the game and a 1-0 lead. Johnson back to Green. Johnson again carries it down the left. Looking for Nate Fields, but Tonna intercepted. Now with Horner again. Oh, that's super play by Brandon Horner. Carried the ball across the top of the D and made no mistake with his shot into the goalkeeper's bottom right. So excellent shot by Horner for his second goal. And in the space of 2 minutes, Moorebank have established a commanding 2-0 lead after a very even game. So now Sutherland have all the work to do. Isaac Olsen with the ball coming forward. And on his back stick, he's put the ball in the top left of the net with a super tomahawk. Replay now with Olsen carrying it forward. And from a difficult angle, he's beaten Tom David in goals. And covered one of those goals. So Sutherland back to 1-2 down. Johnson with that pass in, but no Moorebank player on the end of it. So in the space of 3 minutes, we've got 3 goals. So hang fire. Still got over 6 minutes to go in this quarter. McGregor.
Yes. Easy.
Not sure what's going on here. McGregor, Julius and Horner. So there's ball through to Julius and a lovely cross to find Horner on the left, unmarked. And trying to keep up with this. That's 3 goals to Brandon Horner. Tonner, McCowan, Aidan Taylor, and another misdirected pass. Moorebank back in possession. 3-1 Moorebank's lead. If you went out for a cup of tea, you probably missed the last 4 goals. Craig Whitehall is looking for Bannerman up high, but Marjeev got in the way, and a good intercept by him. Neil, Jaden Mayer out wide. He'll carry the ball. Looking to get the ball back to Neil on the top, but too much Moorebank defence there. Whitehall again down the right. So this game has really opened up end to end. Bannerman on the ball. Forward to Whitehall. Southwell. Johnson. He almost had that ball on the end of Cooper Holmes' stick. He was in a good position, but without the little contact, ball sailed through and Sutherland have it. The restart. Olsen missed the trap there, so a turnover on the halfway. Robbie Green sends it wide left to Johnson. Braganza, you leave it for Johnson. Holmes. Holmes again, Bollard with a good tackle. Neil. Long ball through, looking for Olsen. He receives this one well. 1 to beat. It's done that. We'll go to the top of the D. And good shot, but straight at Tom David from very short range. And that was with Jaden Mayer unmarked to the left. Unfortunate miss there. It's good work by Olsen in receiving that ball, beating the final defender. Now it's Moorebank coming forward, this time through Cooper Holmes. Ball on his stick, but with 2 Sutherland defenders back there between Aidan Taylor and Tom McCowan, they able to clear the ball to the sideline. So Holmes on the ball. Pass not effective. McCowan picked that up. Bryn Fuller now sends it forward to Jaden Mayer. Couldn't trap that. Little bouncy ball. Robbie Green could though. Horner. Johnson out to the left. And Darcy Cast with a vital mistrap there. Still in the play. Taylor tries to bring it away. Now with Fuller. That Matt Bannerman working hard. Sorry, that's Whitehall. Now with Holmes. Taylor trying to mark him closely. Braganza in space. Should never have been in space there, but a quick turn almost, unfortunately, turned away from the goal, so he really cut down his angle. Horner has the hit from the centre. That's Taylor with two good tackles there. Both of them on Whitehall. Horner to Green out to the left. It's got Johnson wide. He'll try and make something of this ball. Tried to pull it back into the feet, but missed them. And Darcy Cass now streams away. He's got Olsen in front. And, well, not able to get onto that one. So inside the last minute, Moorebank with a 3-1 lead. Braganza. Braganza still with the ball. Johnson. And found Cooper Holmes a stick, but he wasn't able to trap, so that will be it for this quarter. So at the end of the third quarter, Sutherland go in with a lot of work to do in this final quarter to try and get back on level terms. Down 1-3. We'll see how they can go in a couple of minutes. So teams coming back on the pitch for the final quarter. Sutherland with all the work to do with a 1-3 deficit. So it was about 3 minutes of, I don't know, madness is one way of looking at it. But anyway, 3 minutes, 4 goals. I certainly wasn't sure if I was watching the same game. Anyway, Moorebank now with a commanding lead and really just need to control the ball, field position, possession to run out comfortable winners here. Having said that, Sutherland have shown that they can score. So Olsen, and that's a super ball through from Oliver Turner, finds Olsen in the same spot. And he sends another Tommer, this one flat on the deck, and Tom David gets an outstretched foot. It was a very good shot. And this time the goalkeeper, Tom David, able to make the save. So Olsen showing again he's the danger player. They're yours. Darcy Cast. Corner. Cast finds Neil. And Craig Whitehall with a very, thank you, very good connection on that one. Tonner. McCann. Taylor. Good little pass in. Finds Mason Neal. And just tried to be a little too cute with that deflection. Just didn't get it going between the posts. So Julius not able to control that ball up on the back line. Southern will come away, but Whitehall again sends it long, looking for Holmes up high. Marjeev with a good tackle there. Cast finds Neil. Moorebank trying to put the pressure on up high. Tonner, two in front, finds McCowan. Oh, the ball slipped off his stick there. And good pass through. Nate Fields with the ball, under pressure from Tonner. It was the Southern players that missed it, and no Moorebank player within stick reach. Tonner now. Taylor out wide to Bollard. Good putt through to Khan. Bollard not able to control the return pass, so all the way back to Tonner now. And he goes wide to Marjeev. Looking for Fuller down the sideline. So the wind is picking up a little. No more rain yet, but it's getting a bit more breezy. Might dry the pitch out a bit. Tonner. That's good under pressure there from two. Through to Jaden Mayer. Back to Olsen. And now with Bollard. Good quick shot. Field again able to make the save. This time off his right pad. And good work in front of goal by Sutherland. Taylor back to Khan. He'll go infield to Turner. He's got McCowan out wide. It's a good pass through and really good receive from Mayer. But Robbie Green and Johnson between them able to win the ball. Mayer gets it back, but umpire not happy with the defence there from Sutherland. Good touch there from Bollard. Disrupts the pass. Tonner and Taylor work it out through Bollard. Good ball into Oliver Turner. Little bounce, and that was enough to beat him. And not able to control that ball out wide either. Holmes. Good stick in there from Marjeev. So Sutherland have had a couple of good shots this quarter, but no changes to the scoreline yet. They are showing, however, particularly through Isaac Olsen, they can be very dangerous. But they need to convert. Johnson down the left sideline. Braganza. It's the ball across, but Marjeev able to make the vital intercept in front of Holmes. Tonner. Johnson again. Moorebank trying to work the ball down this back line. Good position from Johnson there. But tried to make his pass before he'd got control of the ball. In the end, just turned it over. Green now. So Moorebank happy to draw Sutherland out here. Horner now with the ball in the centre. Gets the ball across to Braganza. And the umpire saying Oliver Bollard got his stick in between the in front of the ball there, so his stick obstructed the striker. Umpires conferring. I'll make a decision on this in a moment. So, fair bit of discussion there. In the end, they've gone with a Sutherland free hit. That's good work by Fuller. And he lifted that ball, unfortunately, into green. So now Moorebank with the ball in their defence. Go wide to Johnson again. Bannerman. Ball in field, just finds Tonner. Turner to Cast. He's gone the long overhead, trying to find Olsen out there, but not enough to get over the last Moorebank defender. Johnson again on the left. Seen a lot of the ball this quarter down that left-hand side. And that was a fairly clumsy tackle from, I think, Fuller. Came from behind on Braganza there. And in the process, both players on the deck, so reasonably enough. That's a penalty corner to Moorebank, and they have another chance to add to their total. Ball was heading to Horner again, this time with Holmes. Oh, that's a lovely tackle from Taylor. Kept his stick down low and just poked the ball out as Holmes lifted his stick for the shot. Really well done. That's a little risky pass there across the pitch from Whitehall, but got past Olsen, who was sweating on it. Nate Fields with the ball now. That's a good run by him. Through three, but Fuller able to bring it away. Now is Turner. Finds Cast. Turner again. So Sutherland backtracking again, or backpedaling. McGregor. Oliver Bollard able to get onto that now with Mason Neal. Fuller not able to get that under control. Now with Bannerman. Taylor with a final touch there, clears it from the D, but only as far as Nate Fields. So Moorebank come again, now with Horner. Looking for Bannerman in the centre, but Tonner got in front of him. Now Neal with Olsen inside, but Neal was not able to trap, and that was enough for Robbie Green to get onto the ball and snuff that attack out. Johnson trying to work that ball down the left again, which he's done multiple times this quarter. Southwell. Johnson. Nice ball through to Julius. Fuller finally gets into a good tackling position and wins the ball. It's good work by him. His pass not so good. McGregor. Oh, that's well executed. Sam McGregor in the end put that one away, but you can see some really good passing at the top of the D here from Moorebank. And McGregor in space and has time to look, and with a very accurate shot to Isaiah Vasalo's right side, Moorebank have their 4th goal on the board. And with a 3-goal lead, that should see them safely through this game with just 3 minutes to go. McGregor again on the ball there. So that ball crossed into the circle without being touched by either team, so that's the reason for the free hit to Sutherland. Moorebank again come forward. Nate Fields with the opportunity there. His pass was intercepted by Hayden Taylor. Now Braganza again. Good tackle from Cast. Got Jaden Mayer in front. He's found Bryn Fuller, and he's dispossessed by Horner. Under 2 minutes remaining. Horner with the ball out wide. Cooper Holmes on the end of it. Gets into the D. And I think he found Bryn Fuller's foot there. So another penalty corner. And under 90 seconds going. So Sutherland will reflect on a interesting game here, 99% of which they were very much on equal terms with Moorebank, but in the space of about 4 minutes, 4 goals were scored, only one of them by Sutherland, and that was that's the difference today. Horner. Aiden Taylor again gets there, makes the block. Sutherland says it's off the foot. Sorry. Taylor saying it's off his stick. Umpire saying, actually both umpires saying it's off your feet. So it's another penalty corner. And with the third penalty corner in this final quarter, this will see out regular time. Horner, and that one's clear of the post, very well struck, but not between the posts. So Moorebank with 3 goals to Brendan Horner and 1 to Sam McGregor, finishing with 4 goals, and Isaac Olsen, the lone goal scorer for Sutherland. So comprehensive, on the scoreboard at least, comprehensive win for Moorebank, which sort of reflects their position on the table, so they'll be pleased with that result. Sutherland will be disappointed with the outcome, given the pretty good performance they put on today. But in the end, it's goals on the board that count, and Moorebank certainly had the better of them today. So that's it for PL2, Sutherland versus Moorebank today. We hope you'll stay with us. The PL1 game, teams are coming onto the pitch for their warm-up. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with the PL1 game, Sutherland versus Moorebank. Hope you can be with us.
Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is being live streamed, so make sure you send a link from someone's Facebook page or the Sea Sport, and we're all getting wet now, so hopefully it's live streamed for a bit longer.
You'll be right. That's alright, we'll borrow one. That's a wet leather jacket, isn't it?
Well, welcome to Tradies Hockey Park at Sylvania. If you're with us in a dry spot, and you're better off than we are. It's a torrential downpour here at the moment, which has disrupted the warm-up and possibly the start of the game. But actually we're getting the lights on the pitch, so that should help things. But right at the moment the pitch is accumulating a fair bit of water on the eastern side. Both teams are standing in the dugouts at the moment, and the umpires are in their shelter. So if you're looking at this on the live stream, it's at least as bad as what it looks on the broadcast. Some pretty quick gymnastics required up in the commentary position. I have to call it a commentary position. Can I just say it is not a commentary box. It is just a space up in the clubhouse. And yep, that rain is blowing in from the east. I can be confident of that because it's blowing straight on us. What do you want to do? We'll just pause here for a moment. So I think we're after a bit of a interruption here, back on air. Playing conditions, at least on the eastern side of the pitch, very difficult. But down the western side or clubhouse side, it's all good. Sutherland have put some pressure on Moorebank's defence in this first opening minutes. One ball went perilously close to the goal. So you can just see there example of the ball getting held up in the water on the pitch out there. Got to play to the conditions here. So Moorebank pressing down Sutherland's left-hand side. Cullinan with the ball. Trying to work it out with the assistance of Blake Hernandez. Zach Keelan there. Good possession now. Cullinan on the ball. Looks up. Can't see anything on. So being just in front of the 25, Sutherland want to maintain possession of the ball here. Keelan again, good possession there on the halfway. Cullinan with the overhead. Finds Isaac Olsen in the D. Justin Murray, good little jink there, ball over. And first strike to Riley Nyland, and puts that ball right in the corner past Craig Coulson's right pad. There's a very good Tommer from Nyland, and Sutherland have the first goal on the board. Down here to Graff. Morley with the ball down the sideline. Roberts sends it across just in front of Morley. Would have liked him to get onto that one. Shane Smith just elevating the ball, finds Bennett, and he sends the ball down the sideline, but it's held up in the water. Doesn't get through to Neil. Smith again. Overhead to the corner. Neil, but off his body. Stewart with a long one, long overhead. George Mitchell intercepts in front of Morley. Just pokes the ball outside. Billy Graff and his trailing stick. He's Mitchell on the ground. McGregor out to Smith. And just elevates the ball down the sideline to Callanan. Downey in front. That's a lovely pass through to Neil. Stewart. Sends it across to Graff. Ryan Johnson down the left. McGregor gets across in front. Beats Ed Hunt to the ball. Hunt and Morley trying to combine there, but over the back line. Smith on the ball. He's got Mitchell out wide. Goes short to Hernandez. Lloyd. That ball off Morley's feet. Hernandez. There'll be a lot of the overhead today with these pitch conditions. Gone forward to find Bennett. Lovely receive by Bennett on his backstick. Held up by Downey. Hernandez. McGregor pushing wide out to the left, but Sutherland's come back to the right through Mitchell. That's a nice ball through. Neil didn't get in good position to receive that, ended up flinging his stick at it. That ball through Troy Sutherland. Inside to Braden Sutherland, but they lose out to Smith. Callanan now brings it away, heading left. That's good pace from Callanan. A lovely little jink there's beaten three, including Toby Mallon. And Billy Graff gets back, and with the assistance of Stewart, diffuse the attack from Sutherland. Excellent run from Callanan there. Had the ball on a string, able to jink it at full stretch. Terrific skills. Stewart with the ball down the sideline, finds Morley up high. He managed to drop the ball onto Smith's feet, but outside the D, so just a hit outside. Troy Sutherland on the ball now. Back to Mallon, and Stewart, back to Mallon. That ball's off Sutherland's feet. Good little jink in to the circle. All the play really needs to be, the effective play will be on clubhouse side of the field. And it's very wet on the eastern side. Ball off Olsen's feet there was free to Moorebank, so Downey and Graff work the ball forward. McGregor got in front of Morley, gets the ball away with Neil. Looking for Olsen down the sideline, but Downey comfortably able to cover that. Mitchell comes up. 6 minutes to go. Sutherland with the 1-goal lead. And it has to be said, with solid control of the ball at this point. Putting pressure on Sutherland's defence. That's good play by McGregor. Out to Mitchell. Back to Ray, and finds Murray out to the left. He's got Smith wide of him, but he's out in the pond. McGregor goes wide to Smith. He'll pick that ball up. And a terrific pass across the top of the D. Even in good conditions, that was a great pass. In these conditions, that was amazing. Downey goes wide to Kyan Johnson. Pinpoint overhead, well received by Johnson. Comes forward, beats two. Callanan back in cover defence. Does enough to hold it up. Mallon on the ball. Looking for Braden Sutherland. Sorry, that was Ed Hunt. Hunt couldn't receive on his backstick, leading out to the sideline. McGregor will get the hit from the 16. Goes wide to Mitchell. And Nyland onto this one. Keelan in front. Back to Nyland again. Sends the ball across the D. Had both Riley Lloyd and Bennett out there, but neither could receive. Downey with the ball just in front of his back line. Through to Mallon. Good control by him. Gets the ball past Callanan. Good passing from Moorebank. That was Mallon, the third one through. Great work by him to get forward from the 25 to support that attack. Stewart with the ball. Wide to Johnson. Johnson on the ball. Mallon again. Stewart. Long overhead. But, no one on the back line to receive that. So Sutherland able to receive, relieve the pressure. Keelan a good midfield receive, but sends it straight back to the defence. Smith, that's a danger pass. Sutherland almost intercepted that one. Good tackle there by Hernandez on Ed Hunt. Daniel Bryan able to clear that just in front of Ed Hunt. Shane Smith on the long overhead. Downey in the way. Clumsy tackle there from Olsen. Bennett with some good work in defence. That's really good work by Bennett. Shane Smith was eliminated, left sprawling on the ground. Smith again, is going to look long with the overhead. Olsen, his target. He was very much first to the ball, and the umpire said Nathan Stewart was inside the 5. Risky pass there, but Sutherland get away with it. Hernandez to Henry Jones. Looks long, looking for Bennett. Ball falls to Riley Lloyd, and he's not able to control that bouncing ball. Lloyd sprawled on the pitch and not moving. I think he's he's struggling there. In fact, Bennett and the umpire calling for assistance. So Lloyd, he's now getting to his feet, but I think he's going to come off. That looks like possibly a shoulder issue. So Riley Lloyd coming off. So the end of the first quarter, Sutherland with the 1-0 lead. We'll be back in a minute with the second quarter. So welcome back to the second quarter. We had everything in that quarter. From a weather point of view, except sunshine, we didn't have any of that. But we certainly had a bit of wind and rain. So one thing I will say is congrats to the 4 ball kids who kept going with it. So they're away. Moorebank working to get back on the scoreboard. Downey. Good tackle from Jones. Comes forward. Neal in front. Bennett to his left. Through Jones. Nyland again. And as he did in the first quarter, Riley Nyland right on target with his shot. He was just so quick with the shot there that he had Craig Coulson with his weight between his feet. And just couldn't get down on the ball as it came in. So Riley Nyland with 2 on the board, and Sutherland now with a very interesting lead. Mallon finds Billy Graff leading wide. No one on him out there. Mitch Ray gets there and able to hold the ball up. So outstanding start by Sutherland to this second quarter. Mallon, Neal gets out to him, but the ball off his stick has gone high. It's an interesting decision. The umpire called obviously danger where the ball was landing. Dangerous play from, I guess, Landon Morley. Hernandez out wide to Smith. Tries to get over Braden Sutherland. Didn't get enough elevation in it. Smith again, sends the ball long. Shane Smith doing an excellent job on that left-hand side. He's keeping the ball ever so slightly elevated from the pitch. Dylan Downey now goes right, back into the water, and that pass just makes its way to Kyan Johnson. Zach Keelan wins that one, that battle. So McGregor now, he desperately wants to get the ball across the field, goes through Smith and to Ray. Morley comes up on him. Smith with another long overhead. And that one falls into 2 players. Umpire gives the benefit to the defence. Stewart out wide to Graff. Ball into the centre. Mallon receives under pressure from 2. Gets the ball forward. CJ Roberts after it. But Callanan there first. Finds McGregor. And Sutherland have possession from the sideline. That's a good result for Sutherland. Under pressure there of 2. McGregor sends the ball high to Hernandez out wide on the right. And a long pass from him through. Billy Graff diving, sends the ball right. Kyan Johnson gets to it first. Mallon in through Sutherland. That's Braden Sutherland. Mallon, long overhead to the left, finds Morley out wide. That ball up into Olsen's body off his stick. So free hit to Moorebank. Graff. Nyland in front. Gets the ball through to Mallon. Good pressure there from Hayden Neal. Wins the ball. Good ball to the left. Murray under pressure. Olsen somehow Billy Graff at full stretch was able to make a save there, with the goalkeeper also flat on the deck. And right at the moment we've got Toby Mallon down on the pitch. So a bit of hectic play there in the D. Mallon is going off for a break. So that came from an intercept by Hayden Neal. Now Zach McGregor with the ball. Ball into the D. Bennett with a deflection and into the left hand, just inside the left hand post. McGregor with the ball into the D. Bennett leads forward and he just deflects that on the finest of angles. He had very little space to work with there and gave Coulson no chance at all down his left-hand side. So goal to Bennett, and Sutherland have a 3-0 lead with 12 minutes remaining in this second quarter. Downey sends the ball wide to Graff. Morley dispossessed, but Moorebank get there in numbers. Win the ball back. Braden Sutherland hits the ball across. There was Morley +1 in the middle there. Ball went between the two of them. So Graff from the sideline. Long overhead. Ray gets to it first. Receives it on the full. Morley in behind, but was relying on a mistrap from Ray. Good possession from Murray there in the centre. Callanan receives in the centre. Carries forward. Finds a big foot there. The umpire says play on. Sutherland, you've got the ball on your stick. Matthew Bennett not happy with it. Having a chat to the umpire, and but holds his tongue. Hernandez. Cullinan in the centre. Roberts on him. Cullinan evades two. Gets the ball wide to Henry Jones. He's running the ball there through the swimming pool and loses out in the end to Downey. Great ball from Downey there into Braden Sutherland. Finds Kyan Johnson. He's got open space in front. And very well judged by Shane Smith there. Had the ball covered, let it go over the back line. Knew he had the Moorebank striker covered. Ray out wide, finds Hernandez. Lovely ball down the sideline. Jones with a super evasion. Nyland, and he wins the penalty there on Downey, just outside the 5-yard marker from the circle. Hernandez will take this. So Sutherland have plenty of numbers forward. Cullinan out wide is the target. And he's dispossessed. But wins it back with the assistance of Blake Hernandez. Henry Jones again with another good receive. That time turns Dylan Downey. Ball finds Zach Keelan on the right. And he makes the quick shot. But in this case, we'll just see Henry Jones there. Gets the ball across to Keelan. Makes the quick shot. Coulson had the line covered to the post. And the ball went wide. Murray with the ball in the centre, just outside the 25. Sutherland with plenty of players in the D, leading at all sorts of angles. Zach Keelan with the ball through, finds Hayden Neal, but Stewart was able to take the ball off him, and he drops it wide. Now with Roberts. Sorry, that's Ed Hunt. Now with Troy Sutherland, and Mitch Ray had the measure of him on that occasion. Roberts now sends the ball wide. Braden Sutherland. Now with Henry Jones again. That ball not well directed, straight to Downey's stick. George Mitchell now. Good possession by him under pressure of two. Gets the ball across to Murray. This is good ball retention by Sutherland, throwing the ball around to players in space. With a bit of a breeze, the conditions on the pitch are improving. Just draining well. Downey now through to Roberts. Braden Sutherland with the ball down the sideline. Troy Sutherland to his brother. So 6 minutes remaining in this quarter. Sutherland with the 3-0 lead. Mallon back on the pitch. Sends that ball back to Downey. Roberts couldn't control in the centre, so Murray brings it forward. He's got Neal out wide. Nyland in front. Takes the ball to him. Got Isaac Olsen in the centre. And Nyland retains possession of the ball there on the sideline. So Moorebank's defenders getting back in numbers now with Murray. Wins the ball there on Roberts. Moorebank well inside the 5 there. Murray lifts the ball across. Umpire calls that dangerous. It was well above knee height. Stewart sends the ball to Downey. Stewart wide to Kyan Johnson. Nyland in front, blocks the ball, but just off his stick and over the sideline. Long ball forward from Johnson, but Shane Smith really read that well and picked it up easily. Ed Hunt with the ball through. That was a penetrating pass. And just a picture there, Riley Lloyd. Looks like he's heading off to hospital. No doubt that shoulder issue we saw earlier on. Shane Smith makes a block there. Roberts with the ball. Super save from Daniel Bryant. Landon Morley with the rebound, and Bryant makes a second save. Well done by Daniel Bryant there in the goals under pressure. 2 quick saves, both of them from well-struck shots. Kyan Johnson. And the ball across to the centre there only finds Shane Smith. Stewart with the ball through. Mitch Ray out to Mitchell. Lovely touch from Jones through to Bennett. Finds Olsen. Bennett keen to retain the ball there. Olsen just a little enthusiastic to carry it forward, and in doing so lost it. Possession under pressure is really the critical measure. Stewart with a long ball through. Braden Sutherland leaves it for Roberts. Kai Sutherland with the ball. Bryant forced to make a save, keeps the ball on the deck. Sutherland did well in defence there. In the end, Moorebank's ball just trickled over the back line. Jack McGregor looks to get it away down that left-hand sideline. Angus Callanan leading forward, but not quick enough to get it before Dylan Downey did. Now with Roberts, space in front of him. That was very dangerous. Space opened up, no one in front of him before he got to the D. Toby Mallon with the ball. Downey out wide to Stewart. Into Mallon. And McGregor reads that, comes forward, intercepts and finds Olsen up high. It's 1-on-3. This is where he needs to retain the ball. And gets it through, but only to Mallon covering in defence. Sorry, that was Ed Hunt covering. He made the pass to Mallon. Moorebank, too many numbers in defence there. Mallon with the long overhead. Kai Sutherland. But Bryant gets out quickly and gets down low, blocks that, and Shane Smith able to relieve. One blocked by George Mitchell. So Moorebank pressing here, but less than 7 seconds to go. Can they get the ball into the D? Not this time. Shane Smith Sends it long, and at the end of the first half, Sutherland have the 3-0 advantage. We'll be back in 5 minutes and see how the weather and the rest of this game develops.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sutherland have a 3-goal-0 lead here at half-time in the main game. I hope you're all keeping dry, unlike half of my equipment. Plenty of drinks and warm food upstairs, don't forget to get that. And make sure you stick around after the game today for the awards ceremony up in the clubhouse. Stick around after the completion, come upstairs into the dry. Be part of the conclusions of today's Back to Sutho Day for 2025.
So teams coming out on the pitch. The weather conditions as we look east from from the clubhouse are pretty lousy, really. And I think there's a lot more rain ahead of us. The question is, at what point in this game does it come in? However, right at the moment, conditions on the pitch are probably the best they've been. The pitch is without a bit of rain for a little while and a bit of wind. The pitch has drained pretty well. So right at the moment, the conditions are good. And we're about to get underway in this second half. Sutherland with the 3-0 advantage. And certainly playing well. So Kai Sutherland was stationary there. Shane Smith came across in front of him. He made first contact with the ball, but coming inside the 5 was the issue. So penalty went to Moorebank, but Sutherland now with the ball, and less than 1 minute into this quarter and the rain has returned. Mitchell with the pass back, just got there through the puddle. Loses out there under pressure at 3. Troy Sutherland with the ball across, looking for Landon Morley. Roberts sends it left. Callanan picked that one off very well. Got Hayden Neal to his right. That will hold up in the water. Neal gets to it first. Billy Graff's feet, so that's a penalty to Sutherland. Neal leaves it. Justin Murray comes forward, runs the ball into the D. But good defensive work there by Toby Mallon. Gets the ball out. Conditions tough for the players, even worse for the ball kids. Callanan gets the ball into the D, but between Toby Mallon and Billy Graff, they send it back out. Kai Sutherland with the ball down the sideline, drops it back through Stewart, Graff, and out to Downey. He's got Riley Nyland in front, pokes it through Braden Sutherland. So now Moorebank with the ball just outside Sutherland's D. Trying to find a way in, get a shot on goal. Mallon, long overhead. Expertly placed Braden Sutherland on the back line, but as the ball was brought to ground, it just fell over the back line. Super overhead from Mallon there. Pinpoint accurate. Smith with the ball down the sideline, and being the clubhouse side of the field, the ball runs nicely down the sideline and out. So Downey now sends it back in field to Stewart. He's got Graff out wide to the left, but he's going to come back to Downey on the right. And Olsen working hard there to win, but Downey has the better of him. His pass in field, however, not accurate. Callanan picks that up. Keelan now. Got McGregor to his left, but goes back to Smith. And Smith sends the overhead. That one not far enough. Kai Sutherland gets forward and intercepts that. Now with Mallon. And he drops that ball on Olsen's feet. Downey. Infield to Mallon. Receives that really well. Sends a ball wide to Morley. And he's got Troy Sutherland down on the back line. And Shane Smith just shows him the space he wants him to go into and then picks the ball off him. Bennett with the ball infield to Keelan. And he's dispossessed just outside the circle. Angus Cullen made a vital tackle there. Ball now with Troy Sutherland. Got a quick shot in, but Daniel Bryant got down low and kept that away. Daniel Bryant on fire today. Made a number of really excellent saves. McGregor. Got Murray in front. Goes towards him, but not accurate enough. And Moorebank come forward. This time Blake Hernandez blocks it out. Now Murray. And he's dispossessed by Roberts. Goes forward to Kai Sutherland. Looking infield to Kyan Johnson, but not able to control under pressure from Shane Smith. Murray looking for the big crossfield overhead. Doesn't get it off the ground, and Moorebank attack again. Troy Sutherland out wide. Again, Shane Smith is there and drops the ball onto Ed Hunt's feet. So Sutherland just soaking up the pressure here in defence. Moorebank coming forward, wave after wave. They're just not able to set up the final shot on goal. Callanan dispossessed there, able to win the ball back, but not the best of tackles. Kyan Johnson now with the ball, just outside the 25. Goes deep to Stewart, and he'll go wide to Downey. That ball off McGregor over the back line. Off McGregor's feet. That's a tough pass to make in the conditions. Kyan Johnson picks it up, but just leaves the ball behind as he came to Nyland, and he drops it into space for Murray. Stewart said, "Sir, that was lifted," and much to Murray's frustration, penalty against. Troy Sutherland receives that one back over his shoulder. Almost pulls off a miraculous pass. Downey back to Johnson and then wide to Stewart. Looks down the sideline to Sutherland. Mallon sends the ball in. Ed Hunt there, so ball just is not falling for Moorebank strikers. Has to be said, there's a lot of good pressure on there from Sutherland's defenders. This time it's Mitch Ray getting his stick in. Mallon just outside sends it back to Roberts and Johnson. Now with Downey out wide, he's got space in front. Sutherland try and close him down. Lovely pass from Mallon there through to Ed Hunt. Olsen wins the penalty off Stewart. McGregor comes up to take the penalty. Sends the overhead forward to Olsen. Well received. Bennett gets in his way. Remonstrates with Downey. But really, Bennett should have been in another space there. Olsen had that ball. Mallon brushes off the tackle from Neal. Sends the ball forward to Graff. Keelan doing his best to keep him out. And I think that was Troy Sutherland. Now Troy Sutherland again. Beats two. But not Ray. Not Mitch Ray. Not today. Nathan Stewart sends the ball back to Graff. And Callanan gets out to him. Hunt. Sutherland scrambling in defence, but they're doing what they need to keep Moorebank at bay. Downey with a long pass. McGregor. Ethan Brooks. Back to Downey. Now with Mallon. Roberts. Drops the ball back to Graff. And that's off Bennett's stick over the back line. Roberts sends it wide. Back into Downey in the centre. Got Graff out to his right. Sutherland's ball from the sideline, just over the halfway. Angus Callanan on with that. He leaves it to Mitchell. A very short overhead, but just enough to find Zach Keelan, although he couldn't trap the ball. Stewart sends it long. Troy Sutherland trying to get the better of Mitchell there. Now Morley comes forward, under pressure from Keelan. And Blake, and with the assistance of Blake Hernandez, they did enough to put Morley offline. Braden Sutherland there. And some good defensive work from Hayden Neal. Good pass out there from Murray. Finds George Mitchell and infield to Keelan. This is a vital pass to Jones. And gets the ball past Billy Graff. Graff just held his position, which meant Henry Jones did a full 360. Now with Mitchell. Has to be said, Sutherland haven't been up this end of the field for a while now. Murray's got the ball in the D, and he's been able to work a penalty corner there on Dylan Downey. So good outcome for Murray there on the back line. So Sutherland have their first penalty corner of this quarter. And we're in the final 4.5 minutes. Score's still 3-0 to Sutherland. So no goals thus far this quarter. The weather is holding off at the moment. We had a brief flurry of rain, which dumped a bit more on the pitch, but that is mostly cleared away now. So we've got Hernandez and McGregor at the top. Hernandez has been a bit of a weapon for Sutherland on penalty corners on his day. Strike and great save from Coulson. McGregor with a follow-up. So great strike by Hernandez. It was to Coulson's left and he made an excellent save. But then McGregor was there and it was the rebound that did not go in. So Moorebank survive. Another penalty corner to Sutherland. Again to Hernandez. Not a lot of power on that one. Got it to Coulson's left, but without the power. And just a little high. Coulson was able to get his glove to it and deflected away. Downey with the long overhead, only as far as McGregor, but he doesn't trap, and Ed Hunt gets the ball. 3 in front of him, sends the ball through, looking for Morley up high, but Shane Smith got himself in front and was able to intercept. Bennett now at the back helping out, gets the ball through to Keelan. Lovely pass under pressure to Jones from Keelan. Jones wins the penalty just outside the 25. McGregor with Bennett. That ball runs off Roberts' feet and the umpires eventually blow that. So it's outside the 5-yard mark. We're now in the final 2 minutes of this quarter. Hernandez back to Smith. Comes back to Hernandez. The left-hand side is the place to attack this afternoon. McGregor, ball through. And well received, controlled by Downey. Pops it wide, but Graff not able to get onto it. So Sutherland have it again, this time from just inside the quarter. McGregor goes wide to Mitchell. He's got Henry Jones to his right. This is where the ball goes. Roberts with a good defensive work. Mitchell into Murray. And Kyan Johnson comes forward after making that tackle on Murray. Great pass out to Morley. And he looks across the field. He's got 2 targets. And between Hernandez and Bryant, they have that completely under control. Keelan down the sideline. That's good pressure, good work by Keelan there. Eventually got that ball to a blue stick. Smith. McGregor out to Keelan. Loses his footing there. Downey sends it into Johnson. That was an ambitious pass, but that'll be the end of the quarter. And scores still at 3-0, which is a good outcome for Sutherland under a lot of pressure. A lot of circle pressure from Moorebank in that quarter. For Moorebank, they'll be disappointed not to have converted on at least one of those occasions, but we've still got 1 quarter to go. And from what we've seen earlier in the day, there's a lot of goals that can come very quickly. So I'm sure if you've lasted 3 quarters, you'll be with us for the last quarter. We'll be back in a minute. So teams out on the field for the final quarter. Sutherland leading 3-0 this afternoon. So there's a lot of work for Moorebank to do to see if they can get it back on equal terms and get some points out of this encounter. For Sutherland, they need to keep their focus on ball possession and field position. Matthew Bennett definitely got the idea of field position, but there was no one down there to pass to. Stewart sends it to Downey. Moorebank will work it forward again. At the moment, conditions on the pitch are good. Blake Hernandez leaves the ball with Callanan. Nice pass through to Bennett. Sends the ball into the D. Coulson with the clearance. And Callanan with the follow-up. And Moorebank get it clear again. Henry Jones with that intercept. Mitchell. Mitchell back to Ray. He's got Hernandez in field. Nice overhead from Ray. Finds Smith in a lot of space, and he gets the ball forward to Neil just inside the D. Gets past Downey. Ball across the D. In front of Bennett. And not able to reach. Well done by Hayden Neal on that occasion. Good receive. An elimination of Dylan Downey. And the ball just in front of Bennett. Long overhead there. Falls between the Moorebank players over the sideline. Shane Smith looking for a play to send it through. Riley Nyland eventually gets it. And Toby Mallon takes it off him. Stewart uses Graff to his left. Conditions on that eastern side of the pitch as good as they've been all game. Mitchell Ray right in position to receive that ball in to the D. Nyland got two in front. Finds Henry Jones. He'll carry it forward. Downey shadows him. Ball into the D. Olsen onto it. Umpire finds an infringement there on Olsen's receive. Callanan with a good intercept there. Billy Graff's tackle upends Angus Callanan, but umpire doesn't see anything in that. So Moorebank's hit from just outside the D. Downey with it. Sends the ball forward to Johnson. And he's got two on him there. And Bennett across to Nyland. On his back stick. And Coulson makes a great save to his left. And Graff makes that clearance. And Moorebank survive again. Nyland with an excellent opportunity there, made great contact with the ball, and his shot well placed, and it took a great save from Craig Coulson to deny another goal. Nathan Stewart. So Sutherland doing a lot better job than the third quarter and keeping the pressure on Moorebank in their defence and midfield. And they've won another turnover there. Ball back with Mallon. He sends it forward. Kai Sutherland sends it through and between Callanan and Ray. Troy Sutherland trying to get that ball there, through there, but There was no way past Ray and Callanan. Kyan Johnson. Riley Nyland with the tackle. But ball up off his stick and the rain comes again. A few spectators scattering, but the players carry on. Oh, those conditions are quite poor. However, Moorebank force a penalty corner with the rain sweeping in. I really think the cameras here are underplaying the conditions. The picture on the screen is quite bright and looks good. It's a bit bleaker here in real life. So Sutherland will have to work hard to keep this one out. Hernandez will be first runner. And Bryant with another super save to his right. Bryant is receiving it like a football today. Dives to his right, takes that on the glove and sends it high over the net. Mitch Ray sends it wide to Smith. Sutherland will now try and keep the ball on this western side of the field. Isaac Olsen with the ball, Graff in front. This is where Sutherland need to retain possession under pressure from Moorebank's defence. And Roberts gets his stick in, just deflects the ball, it goes over the back line, so Sutherland take it from the 25. Smith. Oh, lovely little jink through. Had Zach Keelan leading for it. Just couldn't get it, but it was a nice play by Smith. Downey now. Back to Graff. Neal putting the pressure on. Out wide. Down the sideline. Through the water. And McGregor makes the tackle there, but penalised. Troy Sutherland. Ball wide to Ed Hunt, carrying it along the back line. Blake Hernandez putting pressure on there, and then Mitch Ray, the ever-present Mitch Ray, pounces on the ball. Just read the position of that pass expertly. Justin Murray sends it long. Hayden Neal, Isaac Olsen in field. And somehow a pass flat along the deck goes under Isaac Olsen's stick. Hayden Neal will be very disappointed with that one. He did all the good work there. So that's one that got away, and Moorebank will breathe a sigh of relief there that they're not chasing four. They should be. Ball down the sideline from Roberts. Mitch Ray again, first to the ball, but this time his clearance is not good. And ball up off Ray's stick into the body. Another penalty corner. I think you're getting an accurate picture of the rain on that camera shot. So we're into with 7.5 minutes remaining. Moorebank with a chance to get one back. Blake Hernandez and Hayden Neal as first and second runner will be doing their best to stop them. Downey and blocked by Hernandez. Henry Jones, Bennett. All through there from Keelan, was looking for Callanan, but a diving Moorebank defender keeps it out. Counter attack, almost an opportunity for Sutherland there. Callanan with the crossfield overhead. It's got Neil out wide, but backpedaling as he was, Neil wasn't able to receive. So over the sideline, and Moorebank back in possession. Roberts infield to Kyan Johnson. Roberts goes wide to Sutherland. And Ethan Brooks, sorry. Sorry, that was Ed Hunt. Losing out, so Shane Smith with the chance to get the ball clear. Goes back to Ray. He takes his chances over on the eastern side. Hernandez does enough to keep possession and sends the overhead down the sideline. Billy Graff intercepts that in front of Olsen. Ball infield. Kai Sutherland. And Angus Callanan gets back in the way of that one. Braden Sutherland working hard just outside the D. Toby Mallon now carries it 5 yards into the D. And then Mitch Ray says thanks very much, sends the ball wide towards the sideline. That one from Nathan Stewart pounded into the D, but was lifted. So easy decision for the umpire. Mitchell now sends the overhead well down the right-hand side. Ed Hunt has got Mallon to his right, but there's a lot of Sutherland players in the way. Blake Hernandez is one of them, and sends the ball to Bennett out wide. He's looking for Nyland in field. Murray intercepts that one, rolls the ball out to Ray. Sorry, that was Zach McGregor. Murray again. He needs to maintain possession over there, which he's done. So McGregor. Overhead through to Olsen. Good receive just inside the D. Under pressure from 2. Wins the free hit. That's good control from Olsen. Umpire just said, hang on, there's 2 balls in the field here. Murray takes it wide. So between Murray and Olsen, in the end they've lost out, but the clock ticks down. Billy Graff is going to look long, and he takes the aerial route and over the sideline, over the fence. Zach McGregor gets the ball from just Sutherland's side of the halfway, and he sends an overhead down into the right corner, looking for Matthew Bennett, but Graff in the way. He sends the ball back. This time Callanan intercepts. Murray on the ball. Kyan Johnson touches it over the sideline. So more seconds tick down. Justin Murray. Bennett now with the ball. Callanan carrying it forward. And ball off Moorebank's stick gives Sutherland another possession from the 25, which is what they want. They want the ball on their stick, not on Moorebank's stick. Shane Smith with that ball into the D. Downey with the free hit, and he sends it wide to Kyan Johnson. So as we're in the final 2 minutes of this game, it's been a superb performance by Sutherland today. 3-0 up against Moorebank, who are have been in the top 2 in this competition all season. They have been comprehensively outplayed by Sutherland today. And for Sutherland, who are definitely in the race for the finals, but not in the top 2 position. This will give them a lot of confidence as they head into the remaining weeks of the season. Some really good performances across the Sutherland team today. Justin Murray's been good whenever he's touched the ball. Matthew Bennett has shown a lot of maturity and control when in possession. Shane Smith has been spectacular, as has Mitch Ray in defence, but I really can't go past the performance of Daniel Bryant. He has been superb in goals for Sutherland today. And he will take a lot of confidence out of the game, as will the team with his performance. So there's the final hooter. So congratulations to the players, the umpires and the ball kids for their performance today in extremely trying conditions. We hope you have enjoyed the stream, and we hope to have you back on a future broadcast. So my thanks to Luke Domro and his team through these trying conditions to get this production to you. I'm Craig Turner. Thank you for your being with us this afternoon. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast.